Hi, I'm Marcus T. Anthony, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to choose a book using an intuitive method. And I'll start by just telling you about something I did today, because this is something that I do all the time. I was out in a shopping mall in Hong Kong, and I walked into a bookshop. I wanted to buy a book. I didn't have any particular plan in mind as to which book I wanted to buy. I just had some time, and I felt a kind of a calling to go in there and buy a book. I walked around, nothing really grabbed me, and then I saw a particular book, and the book is actually this book. If you can see it there we go. It's called The God Effect, Quantum Entanglement, Science's Strangest Phenomenon. It's by Michael Clegg. Now what I did to choose this book, I didn't even open the book, to be honest. I didn't open the book till I went over to a coffee shop later on. What I did was a quick check, an intuitive process to choose the book. And I've showed this in my last video where I channel energy using the quick check. You can also use it as a selection process to make decisions. So if you see the book here, and you can think of the far right hand side of the book as being 0% energy, the middle as 50% energy, and the far left hand side as 100% energy. If you think of a line going from 0 to 100, you can actually measure or feel or sense intuitively how much energy there is on purchasing the book. Okay, so what I did was I asked the question, what is the energy on my purchasing this book? And what I did was, this is what I do, I ran my finger across from this side of the page, or the cover, sorry, to this side. And I got a reading of about 65%, around about here. So about 65% of the way along the line. And that's not a bad reading. So on the basis of that, I decided to buy the book. And it was interesting because when I got to the coffee shop and I sat down, I opened it. And what I found on the very last page is something, was this quote. It says, "There can be little doubt that quantum entanglement, the God effect, is the next big thing." Interestingly, I wrote that exact same statement, or virtually that exact same statement, in a post here on this blog just a few months ago. So that was an interesting coincidence. So how does this work? Why should running your finger or hand across a line or a page like this, or a cover, why would that possibly give you a reading? It's because the universe is basically connected intimately with us as human beings. Consciousness doesn't exist in the brain, it moves out and connects with all things. It's important though to have an intention. So that's why a question is really important. An intention means that you understand what you want or what you're looking for, because you're constantly in a creative process with the universe. It's a little bit like the law of attraction, as they suggest in the New Age movement, or in the video The Secret. Although I'm a little bit, I have some concerns with The Secret, but generally speaking I think there's some truth to this. And this is one of the reasons why this process works. You're connecting with something greater than yourself, the universe and the guidance system, which is part of all of us. Okay, and synchronicity actually works for exactly the same reason. You can be out doing something and something will happen and it will mirror back to you a particular issue in your own life. Now this particular process works best when you've also done some training in other intuitive kind of processes, like being able to connect with your deep feelings, because you're opening up those parts of the brain which are associated with a feeling sense. It's very important. But you can still do this even if you're just an ordinary person. It's important to practice it and to trust it and to go with it. So you can use this in your own life, regardless of whether you're a researcher or just someone trying to get out there and improve yourself in your life and to follow your calling, or your bliss as I call it. And just remember, you don't need to get rid of reason and rationality to use intuition. You just find the right way or the right place to use rationality and the right place to use intuition, or a bit of both within any one or given situation. So I hope that's helped you a little bit, and that's all for today's post. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.